Hey, back. Look at this guy's face.
Are you ready to fight? Are you ready?
Hello? We're not racist. Anyway, yeah, we were last time on Philosophy Chickens.
We were talking about the monies.
I'm gonna try to. I wish I could like animate faster, like draw things faster, or else I would make a chicken with the little glasses, and
Yeah.
like writing and like looking up like stupid, like that. Like just pondering the thought, like it's just that's something stupid. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like I wish I could do that and like show them. But anyway, I was gonna get into the topic of like something that I think it's safer to talk about than other things. But like money. Money has certain what is money to you? Like, what do you think money is? I mean, the reality versus what it is from what you think it is.
I guess I almost see it more as kind of the reality, but in a sense, it is freedom too, because it's kind of stupid. But I understand like in the older generation, they just call like, oh, money's the devil. Like in church, they just like, oh, money's the worst thing. But like the churches ask for it. But let's not go into that. But
I mean, it could be. Money can be bad because it's like depending on what you put into it. Or like
it
you
is
know, but I'll go into
true.
it later. But yeah.
For some people, money is everybody's lives. And I think that is actually for a lot of people, because you need money to do this, you need money to do that. We're not in the world where we're exploring.
Exactly.
We can just exist. Like the first colonists of whatever, or even just like, I don't know, in some ancient time where Eskimos just lived and tried to exist. I learned in Minnesota history, there was like no discrimination, whatever. Just like everybody in Minnesota, like early stages of like not even becoming a state, just people were there and they all just got along because they were all trying to survive the winter.
Yeah.
There was no money. I mean, they had barter, like they traded stuff, but there wasn't the currency we have because we have so many people and there's all these jobs that it's easier to use a currency than bartering, because you can't just have a blacksmith, and blacksmith doesn't always want like teacups or something like that.
Yeah.
So like,
And I always thought about this. It's like gold, like back in the day. I mean, I have no research or anything like that. But why is gold so expensive? Like, why is it like gold is like worth this much? Like a pound of gold is like that. Like if you have like right now, if we went to your backyard and we were like, I think there's a gold nugget down here.
Yeah.
We pull it out and it's like worth like a whatever. It has so much of a value, but why is that? Like if we go back and like to like when that was first discovered.
but that was like the real money.
Exactly.
See, paper.
And then people gave it meaning for that because I think it's more of like yeah, you're right. Paper right now is like different, but like I think just for my little thing, gold is like you see it and it's like it's the rarest. Like where else can you find this thing? Like this is so rare, we have to give it value, or like it's worth something. And people were like, that's mine. Like I want it.
And to me, it's like there's so many, like our population is so large.
Yeah.
Not everybody can have gold.
Exactly.
And
So you split the
and
gold.
it's the only it's a real substance.
Yeah.
So paper currency, like it has like bank value.
Yeah.
Which like the bank will back that up because they have the gold bricks in storage. So like, oh, this is kind of worth that. But in reality, like you can take your American paper and go to like South America and be like, sorry, we don't acknowledge that because the banks have the gold. But if like you actually had something to back that up, the only backup for that paper is physical weight, and that's the problem with the U.S. currency right now. They keep printing off more.
Yeah.
So it causes inflation. Well, not inflation. That just like causes the decrease in value. So like that's why prices go up. So like back when the colonists started, or whatever, bread was just a couple cents, like a couple pennies, and now it's like $3 for a loaf.
Insane.
So they keep printing off more. So like, let's say you have like $100, you print off $200. Well, you're still only gonna get that same thing because you have more money in the float.
Yeah.
Right? So that $200 is still worth, like if a loaf of bread was $100, you have $200 in the pool now. You can still only get that, so now that's worth $200.
Exactly.
Even though it's the same loaf.
Yeah.
Or like just going to the gold topic, you know, people can like, oh, it's worth more, like more stockpile, and so like you get a lot more money, and people start. This is just going into economics of like why stuff kind of bubbles and like why it's worth more.
Yeah.
But backed up by like the physical thing. I don't want to wish it upon us because that's just sad. But an apocalyptic like fallout,
Yeah.
a nuclear fallout would kind of reset everybody's like. You know, the media's like focus and strain is on all these stupidly retarded topics like, oh, why did Jim Carrey wear his underwear on his head? Or something stupid like that.
I love
like-
Jim Carrey, but yeah.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah.
But, why are like you guys focusing on that? Like when you know, like
When there's other bigger crises,
Right.
and I think it's just the way of like the media. You know, like in World War II, like the media would like focus on other things to like either lighten moods or to like hide certain truths.
Yeah.
You know, but
and
that's why the media is such a big thing.
that
it's
is
in your face.
very.
Yeah.
It wasn't until cameras were brought about that people actually started realizing the impact on wars.
Yeah.
Because it was like World War One. Oh, just people went away and they didn't come back. Whatever. But cameras came about, and in
Yeah.
the next war, it was like, holy crap! Look at all this destruction and
Yeah.
death and blood and gore.
Well, it's like it's always been there, but now you get to see it.
Yes, like it was just like, oh, people went off on this heroic journey, like, oh, wave to them bye on the ship. But now they're like,
Now you get to see the horrific. I actually
Yeah.
saw Saving Private Ryan the other day with my brother or my sister and her boyfriend, fiance. But they showed me that movie, and it was just like, wow, Steven Spielberg, amazing way to like capture the war. It's so gory.
Yeah.
But like you would never think about that because, like you were saying, like you just wait. Bye, Johnny. See you later.
Exactly.
Come back next year whenever you're done fighting who the Germans. Yeah, cool. You know, it's like, you know, you're thinking like, oh, okay, see you later. Or maybe it's just, maybe you are in that fear, like, oh my gosh, please come back. But you're not realizing like there is probably no chance of them coming back. And that's what's scary. Wait, what? They just show me his nuts? Wait, sorry. Oh. Okay. Anyway, yeah,
like I do think we're almost blessed with like how many good things that like are like. I do and I don't. I don't want to be old. Like I don't mind growing up and doing all these things, but when I hit like 60, I almost don't want to exist anymore.
yeah.
Because like I don't want to have to deal with like fatigue, arthritis, whatever the you know.
That's everything I'm going through right now. But-
Exactly, but like just
But I think it's funny because, like, you know how I told you that there's, you know, going off a bigger tangent.
yeah.
I wanted to write a screenplay about like the women in your life, like every woman. Like whenever you have a woman, like when you're like a kid, you know, you have your first girlfriend, but there's a meaning behind that first girlfriend. Like in the moment, you're like, she's my first girlfriend, you know, whatever. But like you don't realize what that means. But like when you finally get like in your 20s, you meet like this girl, and then she carries such a significance in your life. It's more of like what that person means to you in that moment, like reflecting back to it.
Yeah.
But shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. What were we talking about right beforehand?
We were just kind of talking about like
biggest brain thought.
being old. I don't know, but I kind of like.
Oh yeah, being old. Yes. Sorry, I just thought about it. No, I lost it. Being old. Yes. You. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Meaning. You start to get a new meaning throughout your life is what I'm trying to say. Like right now, the meaning in my life right now is to start living my life. Like this is it. Like I have my own job. I have my own like apartment right now. You know, like I paying my bills and everything. And you know, right now is the time to like start living my life. Cause like, you know, a couple years from now, you're right. Like you're gonna get older. You're gonna really feel it.
And that's like I want to make the most of my life. And I guess we can go into this in the next episode.
Is it already time?
In like a couple seconds, yeah.
Oh jeez. Oh, I gotta tickle his giblets real quick. Hold on. Oh, I hope you get paralyzed. What? Oh, yes.
He got paralyzed.
Okay, let me just
Well,
let me just get this and then that's Brooks. Fancy mustache. All right, guys, we'll see you guys. Wait.
The next episode.
Stardust. Yes, next episode.